G'day, welcome to the Simple Cooking channel. Today I'm going to show you how I make a caramel mud cake. Oh, it's going to be a good one. Let's go. Now get a medium-sized saucepan and put the heat onto about low to low medium and chuck in roughly 200 grams of butter, unsalted butter. Then get three quarters of a cup of hot water, pour that in. Get 200 grams of white chocolate, throw that in. Throw in 1 cup of brown sugar, that's the dark brown sugar. Add 1 tablespoon of golden syrup. And 2 teaspoons, which will be roughly that, of vanilla essence or vanilla extract. And just give this a good stir. Just make sure you keep stirring this in. So we want to keep stirring this until the whole thing is just completely melted. All the chocolate, all the sugar, it's dissolved. So it's just a nice big, yummy, sweet, messy goo. Alright, that's pretty much ready now. As you can see, it's quite consistent and creamy. So what we're going to do now is we want to put this aside to let this cool off a little bit for about 20 minutes. And then we'll get to the next stage. Now get 2 eggs, beat them, and pour them straight into what we just put on the stove before, after you've allowed this to cool for about 20 minutes. Mix it in really well. Now sift in together 1 cup of self-raising flour and 1 cup of either plain flour or plain wholemeal flour. I like to use the wholemeal, so just sift that in and now mix this in. Just give it a really good mix just so it combines really well. Alright, done. Now get some sort of tray, line it with some baking paper, but also grease the underside so the baking paper sticks to it. It can be a round one in the shape of a cake, whatever you like. And pour the mixture straight in. Now just pop this in the oven for about 1 hour at 160 degrees Celsius, which will be about 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, well that's been in the oven for an hour. Looks just exactly how it should look. Now leave this to cool for about 10 minutes or so. Alright, for the caramel topping or frosting, you want about 150 grams of butter, unsalted. Just throw it in. And to that we want about 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of golden syrup. So now we want to beat this until it's sort of light brown and fluffy. Alright, well that's done. Now what we want to do is add 1 tablespoon of milk and then mix that in, like beat it, just beat it. So about one tablespoon, and there we go. Alright, that's ready now. What I've done is I've put the frosting on, let it melt on it a bit, and then take the top off so it's just a nice glaze. You can keep the whole frosting on there, but I just think it's nice to have a glaze on top. Now put this in the fridge for about 30 minutes so this hardens on top and we'll get into the eating. Well, I hope you really like this caramel mud cake. This is going to be so good. Mm. Oh, that is really good. I'll see you next time for my next meal.